Broadcasting live from the Newsmax studio in New York City, here is Steve Malzberg.
All right, folks, welcome back to the Steve Malzberg Show. Pope Francis on Saturday went to the heart of Italy's biggest crime syndicate area, and he met with the father of a 3-year-old boy who was slain in the region's drug war. And he made a proclamation. He announced that from here on in, all members of the syndicate, the mafia, whatever you want to call them, are automatically excommunicated from the Catholic Church. And this has caused quite a stir. And here to sort it all out for us and give us his great perspective on it is Leonardo G. Zangani. He is a special advisor on European affairs for Newsmax. And Leonardo, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Great to see you. Okay, so what do you believe, first of all, prompted the Pope to do this? I mean, was it the emotion of the moment? Was it pre-planned and that's why he went there? What was it?
Well, he went there because that area is a very heavy 'ndrangheta. When you're talking about mafia in Italy, you have to distinguish between two types of mafia. One is 'ndrangheta and one is the Sicilian mafia. In this particular case, he went down to Calabria, where the 'ndrangheta is very infiltrate in the territory, and it's part of the territory. That is why, in my personal opinion, he made a huge mistake in coming out so openly, because you are talking about a connection that exists from years and years, if not century. Just keep in mind that if you want to be initiated in either Sicilian mafia or Calabrese 'ndrangheta, part of the ritual is that you have to swear using a image of saint. So that is telling you San Michele Arcangelo, in the case of 'ndrangheta, is their protector. This society were born, and I am not here to defend them, I'm just analyzing from an historical point of view. This society were
well, you point out that the mafia was established to protect the weak. I mean,
exactly.
Right? When there was no controlling authority.
Exactly. That is where I'm going to. The mafia was intended at the beginnings when was this absence of justice and law to protect the weak, to protect the family, to protect. That is why the family is very important in the original mafia mentality. That is why, for example, Gotti killed Genovese here in New York, because it was all about drugs. The whole mafia do not allow drugs because drugs destroy the child, so destroy the family. This morale is very strong. And that is, something that they have to understand, because now that he's doing this condemnation, general condemnation, not individual, of 'ndrangheta and mafia, who he will really get in trouble. First of all, they don't care about excommunication anymore in days today. It's like excommunicating the Masons. Go to see what the Shriners are doing in their hospital and tell me how you can excommunicate them, okay? But the other point is, you will have, unfortunately, some young priest or monk that will think to be the new JFK, go to help the world, and they will get themselves in trouble. They will get themselves in trouble because they will go against the system. Is the system accepted? It's been for century and century. Is legal? No, I'm not here to tell it's legal. I'm not telling it's a good thing, but it's something that is part of the tissue of the area. So just keep ignore, and don't go to open a door and create new problems in something that we know. Go after the pedophile that are much more evident in the society and are more damaging, because you are going to damage a very young child, and this damage for the rest of his life.
Absolutely. So why do you think the Pope took this action? Does he not understand, the history that you've just so eloquently described, or?
Yeah, he don't understand. Keep in mind, he's coming from Argentina, number one.
That's what I was going to ask you.
Yeah. He's coming. Let me go there, because he's coming from Argentina and he's coming from a Piemontese family. Okay, they have ever had any influx in the history or contact with the mafia. The reason I know so much about that, because in one of my previous life, I was a ship captain. And I know all this mentality, and all our crew was from the southern part of Italy, Calabria and Sicilia, and Puglia, where you have Santa Corona. I know their mentality, I know how they think. I was operation manager in New York Harbor. I was working with them every day. I respect them, they respect me. I was doing my own business, I don't go to interfere in their business. This is a mistake that he did. He go to interfere in a field that he should have ignored. So leave it alone, okay, we know exist, let the police deal with them, but don't bring them up.
Okay, so one final question, Leonardo. What are the ramifications? You alluded to a young priest who is, they might have difficulty. What does this mean?
This means that you can have tomorrow one of these young priests that go to do a crusade in the little village, okay, because that is what the Pope ordered him, and we get slain. So he will have on his conscience maybe some young guy killed by the drugget or by the mobster, okay, because they don't want people to interfere with them, just because he starts this crusade. Sometimes you have these young, can be religious or can be any young people that they don't think, they act before thinking, and then we get themselves in trouble, simple like that. And he will have in his conscience that. I'm sorry to say that because, but that is what probably I predict will happen.
Do you think, well, the Pope isn't going to reverse this in any time?
No, he will not reverse himself, and it's better he check his coffee before he drink that.
Now, do you think that this puts the Pope in danger?
Well,
Obviously you do, but based on what you just said. I'm not laughing to make light of it, but I think it's very serious.
I'm not laughing either.
No, I know.
No, put it this way. Remember what the mafia did to the Kennedy family, okay? The old man Kennedy crossed them, he had a contract, the contract was canceled. He asked for their help for the son to be elected president, he was elected president, the brother went after them. Did they go to kill the old man? No, because at that point he's old and he's not worth a bullet. They killed the two kids. They killed John and they killed Bob. And what happened? Joe, the old man, died of heart attack.
All right, so quickly, what do you think is the Pope in danger?
I will ask him to keep it back, watch his back.
All right, Leonardo, very sobering assessment, and I thank you very much, and we'll have you back soon. Leonardo G. Zangani, Special Advisor on European Affairs for Newsmax. When we come back, we're going to talk about the legalities of the Redskins name. Don't go away.